So we're here in Clovis, California, and we just finished installing this faucet. It's a Moen provided by the homeowner, and once we got underneath here, a lot of things were going on. You've got the existing RO system that was tied in. Old shutoff valves were leaking, and so what we opted to do was to come in and go ahead and put in new shutoff valves. So those are quarter-turn shutoff valves. Those are Proflows, I believe, right out of Ferguson. So hot and cold been replaced. And then the point of connection for the RO system was a 1/4-inch tubing. So we've used John Guest fitting right off the top of the angle stop to tie in that. And then the faucet ties in on top of that. Over here we used a 3/8 T that adapts to the angle stop, so that we can put the faucet back together and then get the copper line over the dishwasher tied back in. So everything is back online underneath the sink here. Hot and cold water is new. Braided supply lines are integrated into the faucet, so those are just connected left and right. Tank is back in place. Everything looks good. Outside of that, this installation is done. And then in the laundry room, we did go ahead and replace a cartridge in here. And this cartridge was provided to us by the homeowner, and it was the 1222, 1225B. So we just took this apart real quick, shut the water down, took this off. It's just the same kind of cartridge that goes in the old Moen wall shower valves. So that's been replaced, brand new. Everything looks good in here. It's working, it's not leaking anymore, so that's good. Additionally, in the hall bath, we did do a test in here to determine flow on one of the faucets. So I think this is a price fixture faucet, and on the left side the water pressure was really low, still really low. What we did just to determine if there was a problem with the faucet or a problem with the supply line, we took out the old Quest tubing that was down there, and we put a braided supply line in there, ran it up to the faucet, and we still had low flow to the faucet. So we disconnected that braided line, and sorry that there's no light, but the braided line on the left, that's the hot. We took it off of the faucet itself, dumped it into a bucket, turned it on, and you have plenty of water there. So the hot shutoff valve and the hot supply line, I believe, is not the problem. One or two things you can do here: go ahead and get a hot cartridge replacement for this faucet, or replace the faucet entirely. You shouldn't have a problem. So anyways, outside of that, this installation is done.